We're live.
Bush is beautiful. Oh wait, no.
Okay, we're live, bro.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
Focus
Damn. Huh?
We gotta focus in now, yeah.
I'm studying for this upcoming topic.
Shut up, we're doing it right now, man.
Alright, cool. Go. But let me just get the timer started. Bloody boop, bow. Alright, cool. So, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 2 of The Forbidden Juice. It's your boy AD.
Truefunktion.
Is it that long? And that's how I'm
Well,
going to
I
say
didn't
it?
want to interrupt you, so yeah.
Good, well, AD, Truefunktion.
RJ.
Go. And the topic for today on The Forbidden Juice is, do dating apps... Let me mute that. Are dating apps more helpful or harmful? All right, so...
That was from a dating app, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
It was...
okay.
Oh, wait, no, it was.
That wasn't it? That was Bumble,
yeah.
innit?
It was, yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
this is a very relevant topic.
Anyway, but yeah, let's just get straight into it. But obviously, you know what I mean, this is the Forbidden Juice podcast where we spill the juice on all topics forbidden. Do you dare take a sip?
Yes, sir.
Cool, let's get straight into it. So, dating apps. I mean, this guy. All right. So, dating apps. First of all, I'm active on dating apps. Or I'm active on a dating app. Like, I've limited it to just one because I found that Bumble works the best with me.
He basically thinks we're all ugly because he gets the most matches on Bumble.
In it,
Bruv,
bruv.
wait,
No, bruv.
No,
Listen,
because I use the apps more than you guys.
Listen.
I use the apps more than you guys. So
You want me to talk? I'm going to talk.
Go ahead.
I'm going to talk. Go ahead and talk.
Red. Well, I go and talk.
Oh, no, I don't have to say it. I'm joking. No, carry on.
Everlasting
No,
bastard.
carry on.
So, well, yeah, I'm active on a dating app at the moment. I'm active on Bumble at the moment.
Bumble.
And the good thing about Bumble is it obviously helps you get to meet people that you otherwise would have no chance of meeting, right? However, a lot of conversations are just dead, first of all. And I feel that because of the way dating apps are set up, people go through relationships and they go through people and such like that. So as a result, people aren't really developing their people skills. They don't know how to have a conversation, especially not in person, right? And yeah, I mean, I've had just literally one person off of Bumble that I actually then ended up like meeting up in person and carrying on something with. And that worked out pretty well for the time that it lasted. And I mean, before that as well, my ex-girlfriend, I met on a dating app as well. We were together for 2 years and 5 months. So it's not as if dating apps can't work. But yeah, the quality of some of the people on there is subpar.
Dead.
Yeah. And I mean, one thing that I've noticed as well is like the way I think about people as I'm using these apps, because every person on there is an individual at the end of the day. Like this is a whole human being that exists, and they've been reduced to a swipe left or a swipe right.
Yeah,
and that's a pretty bad mentality to have.
Well,
but
that's probably mostly true for Bumble. There are other apps that.
Well, for a lot of but a lot of these dating apps are just basically swipe left, swipe right, make a split decision right there and then, sort of thing. Like I see your face, I see a little bit of your personality through whatever you've written, and then make a choice. Whereas there is so much more behind you. It's like, for example, not to toot my own horn, but it's like if some of the girls could actually sit down and meet me and talk to me like face to face, they would be so much more interested in me than if they saw me on Bumble.
Horn to toot it.
But that's just because I've got so much more personality that I can't put on Bumble or any other dating app.
His confidence is over 9,000.
It's not confidence.
His confidence is over 9,000.
It's
It's over 1,800
It's
billion.
just sauce. It's just sauce. Just
All right, drink your
dripping in
juice.
sauce.
Drink your juice.
Sauce.
Drink your juice.
It is a smoothie, son.
All right, Ralph, what you think?
What's that?
You go
What's
first, B.
that?
Me?
What's all that lip smacking? What's that?
About to drink something, isn't it?
Oh, so you think you should just be slapping your lips on a thing? Is this an ASMR video? Is it?
No.
That's what it's called,
We're gonna
ASMR.
like, what's
ASMR, the ones that they like whisper really quietly into like. So hey, listen to the sound of my voice.
Oh yeah.
Hey, ladies.
Yeah, do you know some? Depending on the type of voice it
I'm
is,
single.
slight digression is
No, I'm
cool.
on Bumble.
Other times for future,
It's just stupid.
Bro, Ralph is chatting the most detail. No, I'm Bumble, glad.
So we're on Bumble right now, and you know what's bad?
What?
No. I just thought like obviously the camera will pick it up, but it don't matter because we got mics.
Yeah.
So on Bumble and
Do you know what it is? You have to start growling like.
Crack the whip on your back.
Crack the whip on your back. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
How's your experience been on Bumble?
Do you know what? To be honest, the whole thing about the Bumble thing, I deleted the app. But I actually did it because Adrian was doing it, and I'm
Influencer.
Fuck that. I'm joking. It actually had nothing to do. It's other related things. I've been off work for a bit, and because of that, I've had time to be idle and consider stuff. Because Quicktins, London. I think the positives of what the dating app presents to you is the ability to connect, an opportunity to connect with someone, especially if you're attractive, when you don't have time to do that. Especially for those who are like full-time employed and maybe trying to do all the things you want to do, life, like career, hobbies, interests. Sometimes taking the time to sit down and meet someone or so on and so forth in a city where everyone's running around doing their own thing is like a bit difficult because people just don't know how to slow down. So I can see why there's the benefits in that. And because I've had time, I've been like, yeah, why not? Let's see what the experience is and so on and so forth, as I haven't been dating for a while. But I don't like, for me, I don't like the feeling I get of, like Adrian says, you start to condense whole loads of individuals into left or right. And a lot of what people say on their profiles tends to begin to blend into a piling steam of grey because it's all the same thing. I want a man who's intelligent, funny, and make me laugh.
Witty,
adventurous, spontaneous.
Bubbly,
you must have to travel. So I'm not taking the piss out of the lady.
London.
Yeah. Vice versa, maybe the guys would be like, yeah, I'll take you out, I'll be your king or you will be my queen or whatever. All these things. I never do it. I'm just spitballing here. It's not something I say, but I came off of that. I've been using as an experiment Hinge and OkCupid. OkCupid is dope because
That came out so loud on the headphones. That came out so loud on the headphones.
That was a Masenko, get it.
Oh,
sorry, I had to get rid of that. Captain Gingy, when he changed his body, was on.
Oh,
sorry,
God.
yeah.
Imagine if you're just in your car listening to this podcast and you're driving, there's just a bit of silence and all of a sudden you're just like, right?
Yeah, I'm not responsible for anyone crashing, have nerves of steel.
Except you
control yourself.
Except, but it doesn't matter. You're telling them and you've already crashed.
Anyway. But yeah, just quickly going back to it. OkCupid allows you to add more details. So I find using it, I've been able to read more into the personality of women because I'm going to be honest with you. Whether you find someone attractive or not, you'll find loads of people who are. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about the dating pool and the apps is you'll have access to loads of people you will consider attractive. I almost said loads of people are transsexual.
Yo! I mean, if that's your
but
thing,
that's
then
there
that's
as
your
well.
thing,
But that is there as well because
Don't
it's part of it.
discriminate.
But I thought we were okay. Yeah, but anyway. So
that's another topic.
Yeah, that is another topic. But yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But
we're not going to shy away from transsexuals. We're coming for your ass. Anyway.
Yeah. So I've been using those two, Hinge and stuff. I mean, you guys should research. I'm not going to sell it to them because they ain't sponsoring us yet. But please do. We'll be happy to,
Would you?
Back it, please. Back it, just back it. And if you don't know what back it is, come to Ends in London.
Hello, Ralph. Would you, if a dating app hollered at us and was like, yeah, I want you guys to sponsor. Well, we'll sponsor your podcast. Would you take it?
any sponsorship will be good.
You say
do you know what?
say that, yeah, but then like some people will be like, all right, cool. So we're the KKK, and we need you to just
White power.
yeah. So this episode of the Forbidden Juice is sponsored by the KKK.
Can you imagine? Yeah, no, getting sponsored by that.
By KKK, I do mean the Ku Klux Klan, the one that kills niggers. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I reckon that if we got sponsorship from a date app, Raph would be like, yeah, cool. But I want a girlfriend.
In exchange, I need you to change the algorithm.
Change the algorithm. Make sure they only see Raphael.
Make sure
Raphael.
you have no choice but to swipe
on him, yeah. Just bad guy. Like, even if you see another dude, ooh, Tommy, and his face just changes and becomes Raph.
What?
Like, the whole thing melds into another dude's face, and we see as a Raph. You're like, surprise, bitch. You have no choice in the matter.
If you swipe right, it's a match. If you swipe left, it's a match. You can swipe up or down, it's a match.
As soon as you downloaded the app, it's a match.
Yeah.
Raph's outside your door like, ding dong, date.
I brought flowers.
Yeah, Raph, what do you think?
Yeah, dating that. So what's your opinion on them?
I mean,
like, what's your personal
I'm
experience
on
as well, man?
Yeah, experience, your personal
I'm on
experience as well,
Bumble. I'm on Plenty of Fish.
Plenty.
I'm on Cupid. I just downloaded a whole bunch of them, and it's a shame I didn't do a review of all of them. But in general, just like you guys said, there's always going to be those disadvantages of not properly getting to know someone, and if you know how it is on these online dating apps. Anyway, not everybody, but it's mostly just appearance. That's basically it. And you know what I mean? You look. Unfortunately, that's how our minds are kind of programmed with sexualization and many other things in the world. But we look at a girl. We look at a couple words and we're like, yes, and that's it. But, that's what relationships are all about, I mean? You get to know someone and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But personally, Bumble for me is dead. Like, I have had a couple matches that get twisted, but it's like...
You never said you did it.
It's like, hey... Yo, remember that day when he was like, look at my matches.
Yeah, bro, this guy would be like, so, and he'll do this, and he'll just like Wheel of Fortune. It just keeps going, and he'll be like, that one's dead, that one's dead, that one's dead, that one's dead, that one's dead. She had banging conversation, didn't go anywhere. That one's dead, and we're like, hold on, we want some dead people too, so that we can resuscitate them from life, bring them back to life and try for ourselves. But seems like Adrian is getting
I really do not have mad matches.
Bruv, to be honest, the guy's coming from outside London where the cows are, so I believe the algorithm is just working for him because he feels sorry for him. He's not in London, so when he comes to London, he gets matches, and we're just like, hold on, we've been living in London for like how long? What is going on?
50 years, and we're just
giving us girls from Russia, like some beat babushka, some beat babushka, like yes, I eat the turnip for dinner.
I eat turnip.
I
like black men.
No disrespect to the Russians, because
Russians are
there
hot,
are some. I mean,
Russians
like
are
some
hot,
so fly ones, but that's why
I was almost about to say something about a Russian girl that I missed with one time.
Don't be revealing yourself on the second episode too much, man. Bro. You know what I'm saying? We just got in.
Because some big booty holes.
Wait, huh? What?
No.
What?
Huh?
Hey,
Hello.
Raph, is that the what? That's the thing you're on.
Nah, not me.
Booty.
No.
Booty holes.
No.
Nah, not for the holes.
No.
Big booty holes.
Okay, so we've looked at the aspect of Bumble and dating apps in general, right? Where it's okay, cool, we're like matching and this and that. The other flip side I want to investigate as well, and we kind of sort of touched upon it, but let's expand on it. Is how do you feel when you're not getting matches, especially the matches that you wish you were getting, right? How like that aspect of dating gaps, like
I'm a nice guy. You know what I mean? I don't know why girls don't like me.
Oh, that sounds sad.
You want a hug, bro?
But you know what? It's cool. It's cool to be honest about it, because I think
that wasn't me being honest.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure?
Honestly,
are you sure you're not crying inside playing piano keys like Alicia Keys?
I'm a be.
Keep on falling.
No, like for me, like I don't know. Just I don't get. Like I told you guys earlier on. I never get anybody that. No, just not with Bumble. Like I get loads of other matches on other
like Cupid, Plenty of Fish.
When I say loads, I don't mean loads, but the more
frequent,
way more frequent. But unfortunately, and it's not, looks is not, appearance is not everything. But I never get those gems or those girls that I really want. And to be honest, I personally try to be as less, what's the word? I just try to, even though you can't really understand someone from a bio, do you know what I mean? I try to really analyze the whole profile before making a decision, be like swipe right or swipe left or whatever. Even though you can't really get to know someone because, there's stages, it's the person even gonna like you back, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, dating apps are the worst, man. Like, you just go out and just talk to somebody. I feel like this is something after, after the topic that we were talking about, I feel like we should kind of like talk about the difference between dating apps and actually approaching girls in person. Like, I see personally, like, giving girls compliments and stuff like that in person, it's a completely different ball game. Like, the girl, I feel this is just me personally, I feel like the girls that are not matching with me on these apps that I really want, I feel like if I was to talk to them in person, it'd be a different total ball game. It's not about tricking anybody, but it's like, yeah, listen, like, I'm feeling you. Let me take you out to dinner. So that's just dating apps for you. What can I say?
Bro, 21st century, take me out to dinner. Because I want you to take me.
I want you to pay
for sure,
please,
my date,
a lobster,
and then I want you to take me back.
I want
some pork belly.
When you walk me to my front door, I have the choice of inviting you.
I want you to take me to a spa for a mani-pedi and well me off of my feet, but don't lift me because that's emasculating.
I would just hold my hand.
Yeah, just hold my hand.
I've had that before.
What? Someone lift you up?
Nah.
I always get a chick lift you up. It's like, hey, ref, I love you.
Whoa.
What?
The spa bit.
Oh, a girl took you out to a spa? That's dope, bro.
That's sick.
That's dope.
I wish. I actually want to go to the spa one day.
It was expensive.
Yeah, I bet.
Cool. Were you going out?
No, I wasn't going out.
But it's still nice. It's still nice when girls do that for you because the common consensus, and I guess we're going a little bit off topic, but it still relates to dating. It's still within most cultures and society, even Western society, where a lot of people will say, yeah, no, it's not like that. It's still expected for the man to pay for a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
it's still in general.
For sure.
And even though there's a lot of people that will see on loads of platforms saying, yeah, there's loads of girls who are like, I'll pay, I don't mind splitting the bill, I don't mind paying for a man, he don't owe me anything. There's still the general consensus. And even actually the dating apps have been approved for me. It's interesting to see the language that women use. I'll get along with you if you feed me, if you do this for me, if you do that for me, rather than if you're like this.
Some of them annoy me with that sort of stuff. Like, we'll get along if, and then it's some real stupid, superficial thing. I'm just like,
yeah. If you're fine, if you're like, this isn't all, like stuff like if your finances are in order, not too bad, and it's different. Yeah, but when they're like, if you do this for me, if you give this to me, then it's immediately from a dating point aspect. I know it's about catering to you rather than catering for us. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm one of those guys. I do pay attention to what women say, maybe because of the way I've been brought up. I pay attention to what they say rather than just their bodies, because it's if you're looking to, for both sides of sex, if you're looking to do your thing, to each their own prerogative. But if you're beaten, cut, taken, fight.
Can you shut up and say your points?
But,
it's my fault.
Yeah,
it's
I get distracted easy, guys. Look, a butterfly. But one of the things that if you are looking for a relationship, I know guys who don't necessarily want to like run around and play the field.
That's me, straight up.
When you see girls that are just, it's about them, it's a quick put off. You might give them that chance, especially if they're attractive, but then you'll begin to learn that, she's like, let's go here, and she'll have that expectancy of you. And you'll be like, And because of the way society is at the moment and us not being fully freed from that, you still sometimes feel obliged to do it because it's part of playing the game. And that's whether it's through the app or in real life. So that's why that's the one thing that I don't like about apps is that you can, when you meet someone in real life, that's not necessarily the vibe you'll get, especially if you meet someone at a venue like a bar, a club, or so on and so forth. You both came there on your own, you know what I'm saying? And then you kind of hook up. Those kind of hookups are actually quite cool, because then it's like, we didn't meet up for me to take you out. You know what I'm saying? So
Would you guys ever speed date?
I've been actually thinking about doing it.
I'm too scared, bro.
I am as well, but like recently, that's the only reason why I've jumped on dating apps is experience, bro. We can't be afraid of that. But I feel like with the technological era, like you say, it's easier to do it through the app, and then also, like you said, a lot of people just might be a bit afraid of it.
I think I wouldn't speed date, and the reason why I don't think I'd speed date is because I don't think the type of person that I want would be in speed dating either. That's cool. Probably it. But I mean, because the thing is, and it's like, if you sit down in front of me and I'm genuinely not interested in you, I'm probably just not even gonna like bother putting in the effort to like.
But that's the beauty of speed dating, because it's speed dating. It's actually quicker. It's speed dating for me is like a combination of having your app in real life, because you have a set time limit, and if someone tantalizes you within that, cool. If you're bored within those minutes, you just.
No, but I'm
keep
saying like,
moving.
but I mean like, for example, let's say physical attraction, right? If you sit down in front of me and already you're not like, you don't appeal to my eyes, then already it's kind of like a.
He's glazed over, just looking at her like do.
And the thing is as well, like, because I sound like a dick when I say that, but like part of what dating is for me is like, I need to look at you and just like feel something. And if I don't feel anything when I look at you, then that's already like not in my favor, sort of thing, or in your favor or whatever.
Special. You know what do you mean feel? Do you mean attraction? Or
like I need to look at you and be like, oh, you sexy, or oh, you cute. If I look at you and you're like,
boner.
Well, I mean, not quite that, but you know what I mean? Like, if you sit down in front of me and I'm like, I don't think you're sexy, I don't think you're alright, or then it's just like, I already kind of sort of, I'm like already out of the game. Just because like I really do want a girlfriend and a eventual wife to be someone that I look at every single day and I'm just like, oh, she's so good, she's so
So isn't it about the inside? Isn't it about who they are?
The inside.
That's the
her
big
belly.
That's
inside her stomach. What's inside there?
It's tofu.
She ate tofu. She's healthy.
No, but it's like, obviously the inside is what matters the most, but let's not act as if the outside does not matter at all.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
Like, and that's the thing with these dating apps. These dating apps are judging a lot off of the look. The thing is, right, as well with the dating apps is, because I've actually been in relationships of dating apps. Like neither of you guys have.
No,
but I have.
Thank you for pointing that out. That's nice.
But I mean, like,
wait, technically,
I'm joking. But I've used them longer than both of you.
Okay. Yes, you have. Yeah,
right? So
you've got more experience in it, definitely.
Yeah, and then it's just the fact that like I also have taken them more seriously than both of you guys have. Like, you guys have kind of done it more so because I was doing it, not because you went off your own back to go and get these dating.
I would say you're the catalyst for it, but now I have been, because it's been more of an experiment. But I'm now just taking it seriously. But I also feel your attitude towards it, because you've already, and you might want to explain for those listening as well. You've already explained to us that what you're looking for. You've been very on about like being a father figure and so on and so forth. And I can be honest and say I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. So therefore, my attitude to dating apps will be a bit more ambiguous than you, because you know, okay, I'm looking for a relationship. I'm going to be this. This is what I want. This is what I want from my woman. And I'm only just on the tip of now understanding what do I actually want in a partner, because I didn't really mind. I was just like, she's cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But now through the dating apps, I'm like actually sorting out my preference. So actually that's a good point I will give to the apps, is if you give it the right attitude and attack it with the right mind frame of not always obviously swiping through people and that dehumanizing part of it. But if you give it that, if you're a person who's ambiguous and not quite sure of what you want, it gives you a chance to actually sit down and be like, what is it that I want in a partner, by picking out those things. Yeah. And then hopefully, obviously, you make it to that dating stage and so on and so forth. But go back to...
but yeah, you know, like, I've actually, properly, like, used these, and as a result, I have had relationships off of these dating apps, like, literally just 2 relationships, right? But the 2 relationships I've had are both girls that I looked at and, like, heart skipped a beat on both of these women. You know what I mean? One of which I was in a relationship with for 2 years and 5 months, right? So proper girlfriend.
Total of almost 3 years for both of them.
You know what I mean? Yeah, putting both of them together, almost 3 years. And it's like, for speed dating, if that thing doesn't quite happen, then You know what I mean? Like if you sit in front of me and already you don't catch my attention, like visually, then it's like you're already half defeated. And then if that's compounded on the fact that like you don't have a good personality as well, man. Like
so basically, if the girl's not attractive, it's dead end. It's like,
do you know what?
Next.
I find the other way actually more disappointing. Do you know why? Because
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Because like you can meet someone that you're not attracted to, but at least you're like, all right, cool. But then even if they have good banter, like you could be like, not attracted. But then there's that potential of like for some people can grow on people.
100%.
But when you meet someone that's beautiful and you're like, oh, and then you hear them talk and they are dead. You are like,
that is
don't ever say that she was fine.
I don't.
You're gonna say hello, I'm good.
hello.
Yeah, wait. And that's an inside joke. We'll let you know about that. But yeah, that upsets me because I've met some beautiful people in physical as well, where I actually wanted to talk to. And as soon as I started hearing them talk, immediately, like, it was like my central nervous system shut down. I was like, girl.
I don't know if I've had any girl who I've looked at and I'm just like, oh, you are so gorgeous. And then she's opened her mouth and I'm just like, oh, you're stupid. Like, I don't think I've had that. I've had girls who I look at and I'm like, oh, you're pretty. And then they've spoken. I'm like, oh, you are foolish. But
not stupid, but maybe I'm exaggerating. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the super letdown. Like, oh my god.
A girl said that about me before at university.
She had no chill. What? She said that to you?
I was no way attracted. When my friend told me who she was, I was no way attracted to this girl. Like, me and her don't even match. So it was quite random to me. But I guess she just thought I was a different person.
What?
Oh, so she liked you?
Yeah, but as soon as she said, as soon as he opened his mouth, I was like,
oh, snap. But you know what? We're saying that. We're literally saying that about women as well. So I guess, it's a normal thing. That's just,
No, but you know what it is, though?
I'm a victim.
You know what it is? We know Raf. So it's like, how can you say that about man like Raf, bro? Like, Raf is a cool
Raf's
guy.
a teddy bear, man.
Yeah.
Teddy bear.
So it's like,
come on, man.
The second he opens his mouth, that you don't feel it.
Giggles and cuddles for the ladies, bro. Giggles and cuddles for the ladies.
Well,
yeah, it's mad.
What I was going to say... Huh?
Time.
Yeah, no, we good.
Okay.
23 minutes still. So, what I was going to say is... what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the thing about growing on people as well. What I would think about speed dating as well, though, is like, I've had it where someone has grown on me, where it did take time. And it is definitely possible. So what I want to go on the record to say as well is that if I did do speed dating, someone sat in front of me and they're not that hot, but within the first couple of minutes of talking, you've got me laughing, we've got the same interests, and like we're actually having a dope conversation, I will genuinely give that a shot. Like if you and I start talking and you're just like, I'm just like, oh, Dragon Ball Z, and she's like, oh my days, Dragon Ball Z is amazing. Don't you think that S cells are stupid? I'll be like, I know, right? And then like, if me and you keep going off on S cells and something in Dragon Ball Z, for example, like it's like all right, cool. I want your number because
you really want to talk about S cells.
Because you know what but you know what it is? It's like
basically.
All right, this is part of it as well. It's like, at the end of the day, through dating apps as well, this is kind of like what I'm doing on dating apps at the moment. So, yes, I definitely want a girlfriend and then someone who I can make my wife. I'm very, very serious about that at the moment. However, I'm not opposed to just developing friendships out of this as well, because there are some people who are like legitimately good people, they're just not for you.
Yeah.
So, if that was to be the case, like, I'm still cool with that side of things.
Definitely, I am too.
So, I mean, through speed dating, through these dating apps, whatever, like, if I meet you and you're a cool girl, okay, let me just ask this. Have you guys ever had or seen someone who's like so pretty or whatever, and you've gotten a glimpse of their personality and you're digging it, and it's just like, I just want to be your friend?
Yeah, no, I actually went from fancying someone and then realizing actually, even with their person, like they were cool, like I could go out with them, but I was like, you'd be just so much better as a friend, like just so much more cooler, and vice versa, and like it works that way. It's just, you can sense that chemistry is probably better for a friendship than a relationship, and I say you sense that like lightly. Because I, in the sense that not every guy feels that way, and I don't always get it right, but yeah.
And then, Raph, what about you?
Me, not really, to be honest.
Oh, you've never really had somebody who's just like, I want to be your friend, sort of thing?
Nah.
Swear.
Actually, I'll tell you this. There was a. Actually, maybe I can't say it. Yeah. So I'll say at one of my places of employment where I was working at, there was a girl who I was like working with on the weekends. There was two of them. There was one that I was really into, but she kept talking over me and shit like that. And I was like, no, you're dead.
Oh, wow.
You're dead to
like,
me.
you know, when I say you're talking over me, not even talking over, just, you know, when someone that talks at you and like you try and make a point and they're just, and you know, when Japanese people do that, that is sick. Okay, sorry, I'm shy. But there was this girl, like, I want to give her a race, but I don't like where her cultural group is, but I'll keep it quiet. Anyway, she's Asian. Let me just say that. And like I was really bonding with her, and like we were talking. She was educating me about Islam and all of this stuff, and we were sharing views. And it was just the two of us. And those moments when you're intimate with people, especially the opposite sex, is really like a telling time to see what go on. So, and then I remember like one day, like I was just looking and I was like, oh my God, you're getting. And then she was talking about something. I was like, you know what? Nah, like I kind of respect you as a friend. Like I think you're a really cool person, and I've never had that before. So I think it's for that one person. No, actually, it's twice, but that one is very prominent for me, and I remember it. And I was just like, it sometimes, yeah. That's all I'd say about that.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, you said that you don't really have that. For me, it's not really necessarily been women in person. If it is somebody in person, it would be someone that I just wasn't attracted to, like in general, or it's someone that I had attraction to and then fell off and then like But there are girls more so on like social media. Like there's certain like Instagram girls, for example, that like I've talked to in maybe DMs or something, or you know, commented on a few of their posts or whatever, or you know, I'm just following them on like, you know, Twitter, Instagram, whatever.
Like a creep.
Like you do on social media, but you know,
Stalker.
Shut up.
DM sweeper.
Leave me alone, guys. You're bullying me.
He's a submarine.
On the Forbidden Juice, we don't condone bullying, okay?
He's a naked mole rat in the DMs.
Wow.
Just be digging in there like.
I'm naked. Let me naked my body. But yeah, no, it'd just be like certain girls that I've seen on like social media or whatever, and I'm just like, you know what? It would be like, you are so damn cool. Like I just want to know you. You know what I mean? Like I just want to know you. Like there's definitely some Instagram girls that I've like followed or whatever, and it's just like, it's like it would be cool to date you, but I would be just as happy if I was like your friend.
And maybe sometime we can hook up. You were meant to keep talking. I was giving you the background too.
Well, no, because I was appreciating the song.
Well, speaking about a completely different song.
What song was you thinking about?
Yeah. Oh, baby girl.
What? Oh, you see, I'm just a friend. Yeah, no, my one was better. Music Soul was better.
Cause baby girl.
Yeah, no.
I got what I need.
Low Key Mario was dope back in the days, man.
Oh yeah, that's the 2001 like Mario remix or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I wanna know your name. I wanna know. I wanna know everything.
It's like someone was shaking it while they sing it. Keep him near the back.
Oh man. So with dating apps then, do you think that they really are the like, all right, do they do more harm than good? What would you say?
I think that's yet to be discovered. I think probably yes, only because we're beginning to realize a lot of technological things without a lot of safeguarding is causing a huge amount of problems for like mental health for people. So like how you asked about rejection and stuff, I've been like Googling stuff, and a lot of women feel rejected. There's also racial issues. There's a lot of other things that we haven't even begun to cover in there. You know, what do they call it? What is the word for it? It's pretty politics or something like that. I've forgotten what it is. It's something to do with like the fact that you're attractive gives you more prospects in life.
Yeah.
Allows you to get
Sounds
more
like
things.
privilege.
Yeah, pretty privilege. I can't remember. There's an actual word for it. So I was doing all of this research into it, and I found it very interesting. The anxiety some people get, but they also feel helpless that they can't do anything in person. I don't think it's entirely evil. I think it presents you an opportunity to meet a group of people you may have never met, like you said. But one thing that was one of my friends, or one of the ladies I was talking to, when she came over to mine to just chat about, just to do some stuff. She said, she presented something to me that was interesting. She said, look, the whole idea of dating is dating within your circle, your tribe, finding someone that's similar to you that enhances you. So do you really want to date out of that pool? So for example, let's just say I'm into the hip hop community and so forth, and I find a goth punk girl because I'm very attractive. Would I really want to be dating someone who's so entirely different in terms of the cultural context of what they're into? Does that really do anything for both of our communities? It was just a question. Would you really want that? Whereas if you were out and about and going to the events and things that you're interested in, you're more likely to meet someone that is into that, and you might share different opinions, but you'll probably have similarities that will allow you to bond better over a long term. Whereas if you find someone from way out where, do you see what I'm saying? And that was a really good question when she threw it, and I was like, because maybe guys don't think of it like that much because our attraction is a thing. Obviously, we do value intelligence, but I also feel like lady standards are a bit different.
Yeah.
Standards also have a part to play in all of that as well.
100%. And I mean, when it comes to dating apps, I think I would say that they do more good than harm.
Okay.
Because the fact of the matter is, if you're not feeling it, or if you're the type of person that will just date like in person, like you just log off the apps.
True.
Let's not get twisted. It does harm some people, especially because you might go into some of these things really looking for something great, and it just doesn't work out that way. And I mean, if we take me as an example, right? Like I had 2 relationships off of them, and then when both ended, like I got messed up real bad. You know what I mean? Like really, really bad.
But I don't think that's because of the app though.
There you go though. So it's like, like the harm that has come from me. Like some people might go through some experiences like that and just be like, man, forget dating. That's why I forget dating. But that's not the app's fault.
That's dating
like,
in general.
Yeah, that's dating
in general. But
exactly.
yeah.
So it's important not to get that misconstrued. Like any harm that comes off of the app, it's got to be more so due to like you as an individual and the way you've like conducted yourself on it, perceived things, etc., etc. The only thing that I think is out of your control that will harm you from a dating app is like how popular you thought you were going to be versus how popular you actually are. So when you are matching with certain people and you're just not getting matches, it sucks. Especially if you're around people who also get a bunch of matches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and it's not so much a problem for women, but definitely
for guys.
Like it sucks. Because I mean, like I've been on a bunch of dating apps, and I really don't get that many matches. Like I get a fair few.
Grab the whip on your back, you liar!
I really don't, dude. Because the thing is, right? Like my brother, he's gotten way more matches than me on these things. You know what I mean? Like my younger brother, who is 2 years younger than me, but he's gotten so many more matches than I have, and it's probably because of the way we conduct ourselves and such like that. But at the end of the day, he gets more matches than me. I do get matches. I'm not gonna act like I don't, but it's not like I get that many. And and the thing is as well, they kind of sort of come as and when. So like you said, for some reason, when I've come down to London, I've noticed it now, like, and I'm in London swiping. By the time I then go back home at the end of the night, like, I just start getting matches like just pinging through. And then when I'm up at home, which is in Hemel Hempstead, I'm doing my swipes over there. Like, I just go for stretches of times where I might get that odd match here and there, but otherwise, like, I'm not getting no matches.
Actually, what's the parameters you send? Like, set for like
It's
the
weird.
miles and stuff?
You know what's weird? I set my miles to my mileage should be something weird, like 22 or something like that, or 25.
That's really
It's
low.
not odd.
That's not. I don't think that will reach London. You know.
No, it does.
Does it?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Oh, sorry.
But the thing
You know,
is,
you are right. You are.
the thing
does.
is, though, it's bringing up people that are like 30 miles away from you.
Yeah, that's the one thing I would say, because at first I had it set at the normal standard of 50. 50 goes like from, if you're in London, if anyone lives in London, if you're in London, that goes up to like maybe Southampton and like Kent, like some far places. Yeah. So I would reduce it to 20, but I was still getting matches from people who were like in Kent, Bristol, Brighton, and I'm like, what?
But do you know what I think it is? I think it's because all right, I'll put it like this, right? So there was one time when I first started using dating apps, and Tinder was like the go-to at the time, right? So I started using Tinder, and there was a girl that I matched with, who I ended up becoming best friends with actually. But I matched with her, and it turns out that she actually lives all the way up in Crewe. Crewe is over 100 miles away. Right, but the thing is, she was in London for the weekend,
and it picked up.
So it picked up on that, and then she went back up. Like, so then boom. So it's probably that sort of thing that's happening.
That's how I match with someone from Indonesia. I'm coming to London to learn English. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, you snake, you mother. Came here for 2 days and you pop up on my profile. Get out of here.
So yeah, basically just saying that like. That's probably why some of these like far out people are like matching or whatever. But just to get back to the point though, yeah, the only real harm is just like if you thought that you were gonna go in and get like a bunch of matches or something and then you just don't, and boom. Or then there's also, I don't know how it is for women per se. I can guess though that there's some dudes that you really wanted to be like feeling, and then it turns out that they just sucked. So you're just like, go away. From a guy's point of view, I've definitely had it where I've matched with a few people, some of which are people that I match for the heck of matching. You know, when the ones that you swipe, you're like, I guess. And then like you actually match with him, you're like, oh, but I'm not really
interested,
Yeah, and then like you have conversation and it's dead. Then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like even though we've been very, because you know what, let's be honest, I'm just gonna say for the podcast, we done a podcast last on music. And we ate before we did this, so we're very much like BBC. Yeah, we're very much like BBC Radio 1, very down tempered and measured responsive. No, that was some weird. That was a bobsled. We got a bobsled team laugh.
What the hell? Bobsled?
We got a bobsled team. But yeah, it's but I feel like this could be actually expanded because there's other elements of it, like.
For sure.
The standards of men and women on the dating app.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I mean, what? Because you said you don't find it harmful. I've said possibly.
Yeah. What about
if you want to round this up?
No, I don't really find it really harmful. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that find their lovers, marriage, whatever online. Yeah. No, I don't know the statistics or anything, but I know
I think it's something really high. Like Steve Harvey said that a lot of people these days are getting this relationship through online dating.
But you know
whether it's apps or whether it's like websites, they're using online.
But you know what? There are a lot of the ones that do seem to be highly successful are stuff like eHarmony, and you have to pay big bucks for those. So actually, in a sense, we're just getting like, for those who don't want to pay, we're getting a freemium service really to potentially match up with someone that like will enhance the rest of your life for free, which is kind of dope. Whereas these companies are trying to make their money. Whereas I've heard with eHarmony, the rates are like pretty high.
Yeah.
They're very high. Once people will look, because they proper like do like the science of it. It's not just algorithms. They really go ham. But what you have to pay is a myth.
So going back to it though, like it kind of is a you get what you pay for sort of thing. And honestly, I've been really lucky to match with like the people that I have matched with, I think I said it even before the podcast started, but it's like if I match with someone, because I myself have not had matches, many matches where like straight away it's just like all my days, I want you so bad you don't even know sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like I've looked at you and you tick my boxes physically. And then when we're talking, it then turns out that we are a great match, like thing. Like I've not really had any of those. I've had two. And the thing is, with the two that I've had, I've locked it down. Like I've then taken it further and progressed it as I would have wanted to. So
I kind of want to say something very quickly and round it up. To be honest as well, I'm not going to say I'm leaning more towards you guys because, I mean, I'm happy to change my opinion on it. But I think what I want to ask you very quickly because of time is the experiences, despite whether you feel like you messed up, they were great experiences, right?
100%.
I think people should look at dating as an experience and not necessarily be so... I mean, be serious about it. Obviously, you know, set your rules and your boundaries, but see it as an experience because if it doesn't kill you, and pray to God you don't find a serial killer or a murderer as a partner.
Trust me.
But if they don't kill you, only, as the cliche is saying, doesn't kill you makes you stronger or gives you a different perspective. And that's how I felt because in the beginning I was feeling a bit like dejected, like, bruv, how come I'm not getting anything? I do a lot. These guys know I keep quiet, but I'm very active in like a lot of shit. And I feel like I'm interesting maybe to a degrry. But
ladies.
Yeah, let's not even do that. But at the same time, I was just like, experiences, bro. Just see it as an experience. And when I saw it like that, I wasn't even fussed anymore. I'm even more emboldened to like message a girl and not feel away by it, but still respectively.
Do you take your Unstoppables in black?
Oh yeah. Nah, yo.
All right. Just to give people the context on that, I feel like it's fair to say that one, right? So earlier on, what we did as an experiment is we swapped phones and we were like swiping for each other on each other's phones and stuff, right?
My juju
but the thing is, we were on Bumble, but you have Hinge. So I was using Hinge on Truefunction's phone. And so one of the ladies that was on there, imagine if she hears the podcast. That'd be mad.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That'd be funny though.
That'd be dope. But if you feel offended by it, it's all love and war, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Peace, love and war.
What I'm saying is though, if you guys like end up like working out hella good or something, I'm the one that started having my dead
She's
child,
like, she'll be like, oh no, like imagine getting married like 6th anniversary. Babe, do you remember when you said that thing you said? And I was like, yeah, that wasn't me.
That was actually my boy.
The whole marriage is a lie. The whole relationship foundation is like, no, yeah, we've got 6 kids and we built an empire together. You're a freaking liar. I'm like, it worked.
Yeah, exactly. But just to get back to the story. So basically, on Hinge, what you can do is instead of just swiping left and right, you can actually like a particular part of someone's profile and you can send a comment along with it. So if you like their picture, you can send a comment along with the like of the picture. Or if you like a paragraph that they've written about themselves or that answers like a certain question, you can write a comment specifically on that part, maybe in response to what they've said. And send that off. So there's this one girl who, very, very pretty girl, and I believe she was a redhead as well.
I didn't even see it.
She was a redhead. And
so
that's why she said what she said, I think.
Fine.
Was she a redhead or was she a brunette? I actually can't remember that.
I don't know.
But long story short, she said, right, I will be the Kim Possible to your Unstoppable. So I then liked the comment and then I said, do you take your Unstoppables in black?
Damn, son! Where'd you find this heat?
So, that's the chat up line that we have now used for my boy Truefunction on behalf of AD. I don't know. Look, if you're listening to this podcast, please comment and tell me if that is a good pickup line because I personally think it was like we were all busting up with it. If you think that is a good pickup line, like a witty one or whatever, then because for anybody who isn't watching the podcast, like all 3 of us are black, so that's why it's just like But please let me know if that's a good one. Shut up, you're black.
I'm Hispanic.
Shut. Oh, you know what? You know what's annoying? He actually is.
He's kind of
no, because he's what's it called? Dominican, right? So yeah.
I don't claim that, bro.
Yeah, but you're technically half Hispanic.
That's
a bit mad, you know.
It's not.
Wait, is it Dominican or Dominican Republic?
Dominica.
I'm
time. We've got 6.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Lo siento.
Lo siento.
Pendejo.
Whoa, pendejo, man. Come on, bro.
Why are we correcting you?
You're estoy cansado.
No one wants to hear you, man, child. But
any Spanish-speaking girl, fam, come link up with RJ so you can teach him how to speak.
I guess we should wrap it up as well.
Yeah, 100.
If you guys have any views, ladies, guys, those who are in between, gender fluid people, non-binary or whatever. If you guys have any experiences with dating apps or anything we could do better, feel free to comment, let us know. Like, subscribe to the podcast, and yeah.
And follow us on all our socials as well. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely leave your comments about this podcast and what your thoughts and opinions are on dating apps and whether you think people should just date in person instead. If you're down to date any of us, well, damn, girl, come on now, just slide into the
Conflict of interest. That's a conflict of interest, bro.
Basically, just
It go down, nigga. It go down in the DMs. It go down. It go down in the DMs. It go down in the. Anyway,
basically just join eHarmony, basically.
pay for your dating.
Bro, you sounded high as hell. Just join it.
Yeah, man, just pay for your dating, bro. Like, come
Basically,
on,
just
bro.
join eHarmony.
Alright, bro. Well, Raphael has a date at 8 o'clock, so we should get bouncing.
Alright, cool. So,
I wish I had a date.
You wish you had a date?
Yeah, man.
Hey, look, listen. Any of you that come across,
I'm so desperate right now.
any of you that come across Raphael on Bumble, please swipe right for my boy. He will treat you well. To be fair, like on the real, RJ is a dope dude to like date or whatever. Like you,
I like chicken wings and Lion King.
You like chicken wings and pizza?
It rhymes. He's a poet as well.
Yeah, man.
Chicken
I can
wing
rap.
and
I
Lion King.
can speak in 3 languages.
No, you can't. You speak English.
He's gonna say hello. I'm good. That's language number 1.
Crack the whip on his back.
Crack the whip on his back.
You're a liar. Alright, cool. But no, alright, look, my Instagram DMs are open. Okay, even if it's just to like call at me about the podcast or anything that you have spoken on the podcast, I'm more than happy to talk about those sorts of things. But you guys can find me on Instagram at itsyourboy.ad. Alright, so the dot is a full stop. You can also find me on my Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/itsyourboyad. Twitter as well at itsyourboyad as well. So you can follow me on all that stuff.
And I am Truefunktion. You can just Google me or bring up all my Mixcloud, SoundCloud, all of that stuff. That's Truefunktion, TrueFunktion. I am open to DM messages as well, but the way to get at me is ask me a deep question, and I like them talks, and then we'll see how we don't just be like, oh, you're nice, and probably I'm not gonna get that. Most likely, but gosh, you look like a cockroach, and I'm like, well, thank you. La cucaracha. Oh, I like it very much. But yeah, ask me a deep question, and I like those kind of conversations.
Cool.
You can find me on Instagram and Black Lion. If you guys want to talk, we can talk.
That's some
unfortunately, I'm a nerd, so I don't know.
You have to come with One Piece bands.
I don't know if
if you don't like One Piece, he's not interested.
Yeah, actually, it's domestic violence if you don't.
I like computer games and anime, so I'm sure that just destroyed all
the population in half. All the women on the tree just felt like women like leaves.
He was cute until he said he likes video games.
Man, life ain't a video game. I have to differ.
He played too much. Damn.
Actually, I'm gonna say one more thing, to all the ladies out there. Mm-hmm. We are dope guys. I'm not saying that just about ourselves, but also our community of guys that we hang out with. Mm-hmm. We are very creative dudes, and I think we're very spontaneous and stuff. Guys who play video games have wild imagination. If you feel like they're nerdy and stuff, try and encourage them to use that imagination and spontaneity out of the video games to do stuff with you.
You ain't tried this guy.
Try and cultivate.
You ain't tried me before. You don't know me. Oh,
wow. Gangbanging out here, bro.
You don't know me.
Still the same OG.
I peel your... Wait, what did Kevin Hart say? I peel your muffin cap black.
Peel his muffin cap back. Peel his muffin cap back.
Say it with your chest, little nigga.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, man.
But hey, look, gamers, like, we commit to video games. You know what I mean? You know how long it takes to commit like a 60-hour?
Oh yeah, that's loyalty.
Right. I'm just saying.
That's a guy. That's a guy that's consistent.
Like, same for guys that
never
grow out
cheat
their
on
hair
you.
mad long and
Never
stuff. Like if there's anybody who has like a nice beard, for example, that's maintenance. Holla at that man.
I'm just keeping quiet because that's so biased. That was him looking out for his best interest. I have not. This thing here has I've been growing this for like the past 10, 20 years.
And you have maintained it very well. Also the social media for the podcast itself, right? You can follow us at Forbidden_Juice on Twitter, and on Instagram it is Forbidden Juice Podcast, right? So at Forbidden Juice Podcast on Instagram. at forbidden_juice on Twitter, right? But much love to everybody for coming through to the podcast. Leave all your comments below and let us know what you think of anything that we have spoken about, or if you have another point of view, we are more than happy to have it. If you have any topics, holler at us with the topics as well, and we are more than happy to discuss them on the show. Much love to everybody. The next episode that we are going to do is juice. Is it actually juice, or is it dead fruit body?
Hey, I give you that one. That is sick. That is sick. All right, wrap that thing up. That is dope. That was a dope way to end it.